never forsaken. On no occasion, at no time, are those who are in alignment with pure consciousness rejected, renounced, or forsaken by the Most High. Consciousness signifies one's personal identity, meaning your attitude, beliefs, and sensitivities held will be known to be of the truth. And since it's of the truth, you will not feel in your heart space that you have been rejected by the Most High, because the awareness is there of your true identity. Knowing your true identity as a child to a parent, you know where to go for safety, because to feel abandoned speaks to feeling unsafe, in danger, if you will, neglected, being in a worse condition before one identified as being forsaken. But if one knows the source of their being, how does one conclude that they are forsaken? Couldn't they just resource? Having the ability to deal with difficult or troublesome situations effectively by seeking the kingdom of the eternal spiritual sovereignty of the Most High, and in turn be reminded of the truth, so you can be set free from the obstacle that is trying to take you out of alignment with pure consciousness. Because it's outside of that one feels rejected by the Most High, outside of the space that is unworthy of divine presence, which is why there is no clarity there to set us free from the ignorance that is preventing us from knowing what is expected of us to exercise supreme and permanent authority over ourself in the image of the Most High we were created in, that noble, self-governing, independent being. Isn't it interesting how we're educated to be responsible for ourselves? But those who aren't sovereign in their being liken that to arrogance, to being forsaken by the Most High, because they falsely liken that responsibility to the pride that comes before a fall. Isn't it interesting that when you are unsure of yourself, these same ones liken that to being humble? These same ones that say they believe that the Most High is not the author of confusion, but when you're not confused and very clear on what the Most High is revealing to you, now you're prideful and a know-it-all. When you're simply clear, and finally so, on your oneness with the source. You're humble, but not with man. You're humble with the Most High, where it counts. And should they be operating in that energy, divinity that is, then what's the problem? Would they not hear your words of clarity that was revealed to you by the Most High? And if they believe that you're a liar, why is your confidence consistent regardless of what you go through on this physical plane? Regardless if they support you or not? Why don't you feel forsaken? And why do they, when they can't get you to believe the story they are trying to project onto you? You are never forsaken. And in saying that, what law has been broken? Would they rather us feel forsaken so they can feel better about the rejection they don't want to acknowledge that they feel? Not because the Most High is rejecting them, but because they refuse the grace that would also help them to come into alignment, to feel the Most High's presence. And that's just not our problem. It's not. And since they are used to that, the contrast we are presenting in our embodiment will be disturbing, so long as they continue to reject the grace of the Most High, relying on others to distract them from that. They have their reward, the validation of their peers. But they can't say from a pure place they've been forsaken, as if the Most High is wanting or desperate for their approval. And like a narcissist would abandon them in the effort to manipulate their reality, break their self-esteem, and maintain ultimate control, as to make them emotionally dependent. The Most High doesn't have to do that. And it's no coincidence that you see the same embodiment with those who are in alignment with its divinity. We don't care to force or manipulate others into a relationship because we value authenticity. Whether that authenticity shows us to stay away from them because they have no intent on taking self-accountability, or even if they do, we empathize with compatibility. And if that's not the case, we don't care to connect because there is no connection. I'm capturing my journey. Feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you get the picture.